talking till 3, sharing old stories, just them and me. The world's fast asleep, but we're wide awake, sipping on coffee, no plans to break. Time fades away as the night drifts on, lost in the laughter, the dark nearly gone. No need for answers, no reason why, just two souls awake beneath the sky. No rush, just stars and soft street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. So here's to late nights, the quiet and deep, with a friend by your side when you should be asleep. In the calm of the night, life feels bright, ending or starting, we're feeling just right. Time fades away as the night drifts on, lost in the laughter, the dark nearly gone. No need for answers, no reason why, just two souls awake beneath the sky. No rush, just stars and soft street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. No rush, just stars and soft street lights, starting or ending, it feels just right. Up late with a friend, the world's at rest, these quiet chats, yeah, they're the best. These quiet chats, yeah, they're the best, they're the best. These quiet chats, yeah, they're the best, the quiet and deep best.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, what, if any, you might be. And welcome to this special edition Baker at Night, because I was sitting a lot yesterday waiting for that trial to move on. And I'm going to do what I don't do, because I know it's not conducive to anything, and it's probably going to blow up in my face like in everyone else's face. But I made a video yesterday about all of this drama that all of you probably know about, and all of you already have 40,000 opinions about, and just me touching it is kind of like me saying, I'm going to fix the Gaza problem. Just mentioning it might make it worse. But that's why I do it late at night when no one is watching. And I keep thinking about, as I said yesterday, Cui Bono. Cui Bono is what Cicero always said in his trials in the old Rome. When he was asking, when he did corruption trials, I believe it was against the stateholder of Sicily, he had a trial. And he always said people should ask themselves, who benefits? Who benefits from all of this drama llama? And I don't have the answers, because I do go a lot on the Twit. I mostly go there because I go there to get my town bicycle news. Is it flat today? Is it inflated? Is it being written by someone new? Has Grand Dutch another motion? I'll interact with things I find funny. I'll tell people they think they're idiots. That's what I use Twit for. Saturday, I believe it was, I did the late night, well, the 3 to 5 my time. That's where Turtle Boy normally streams on Saturdays, because I was up anyway. And then someone said, hey, you need to get into this Twitter Spaces. And I thought, what the hell is Twitter Spaces? And I went in there, and it was 150 people, I believe, when I came in. Maybe 15 people who could talk. And it seemed like out of those 15 people, 12 people talked at the same time. And all of it was just, well, you're an idiot. So I felt right at home instantly because that sounds just like when my mods talk to me. And someone asked me about something. So I told a story about how it was as a young deployed soldier to pleasure yourself in the toilet stalls because, hey, you know me, I don't know. I'll go really mad sometimes and I'll scream and yell. But most of the stuff where everyone else spends 5 weeks arguing with each other, I get that feeling that, nah, probably not that important. Nah, I'm gonna look at my pictures of my grandson and think, nah, that's important. And since then, every single free Karen Reed, anti Karen Reed channel out there has been touched by the drama in some way. I haven't been mentioned yet because I'm such a nice guy and I have no friends. So I don't spend a lot of time shit talking to people I hardly know. I do it to my mods when I need to talk, and I shit talk people. Of course I do. Maybe you have someone you've been trying to do a stream with, and they are kind of stringing you along, and then you get some lame excuse, and you're a little bit mad because, hey, I thought this was a thing, and then you see them go on and do another show at the same time, and you're thinking, well, fuck you. But I don't go to Twitch and say, have you seen Valhalla? Well, the goats are not the only thing looking like they live in a trash heap. I don't do that. I would maybe put in my mod Discord and think, well, okay, he can sit and do that while I thought we had a deal. So of course I also have things where I get mad because we all do that. We being a YouTube creator is a highly competitive thing. You're always trying to make new connections, try to get on new shows because you want eyes on you, and hopefully get that one more who likes you and starts following you. And it just felt like all of a sudden, all of that we do have, because we do. Creators also talk to each other and say, "Hey, do you know this person?" Yeah, had him on, had her on. Seemed a little bit off. Seemed like the greatest person in the world. Okay, well, it's because they asked if I want to come on a show, and I know you had been on, so I just wanted to know what it is. You do that. And of course, sometimes you have people you just don't like. You might be on a show with them. You might be, I don't know. My mom raised me to, if I enter a room, even though there's a person there and I have to be in the room, I'll smile and wave. I'll be nice. I'll say, oh, yeah, hope everything is fine. My mom didn't tell me to go into a room and scream, "Oh my God, are you here?" But maybe I should. Hey, Danny. Hey, Meat Mac. How are you doing? I am an idiot. Zach is one of the people I always talk about how much I hate, but I do that in his own DMs. I don't have to go behind his back. He actually pays me extra every month, that just so I could just talk bad about him. He really really liked that. But after watching that Spaces, I just felt this seems weird. People who has been dancing together for a long time, all of a sudden, all of them hate each other. All of them starts dropping all of this stuff all at the same time. And I'm thinking, why? Well, why? I know why. We all want to be main characters. We want to be the best. We want to be the one out there. We want to be the one who have all the news. We want to be the one you watch because, hey, I'm that great. Why are you watching someone else? but it just seemed really weird. And I noticed another thing. There's a lot of, and I think Elon really appreciates this. There's a lot of new Twitter users out there who has a lot of strong opinions about Turtle Boy, Nan, Melanie Little, Olivia Lambo, Auntie Depp, Nurse Kim, Jess Machado. And whenever I see this bot army of new accounts attack, I just feel like it's something we normally see from the old Cruster and herself, well, and her 47 accounts where she can even have conversations with herself. And then you find out that a lot of these people that you thought were cool apparently are running these sting accounts themselves to attack other people so they can do it behind some stupid picture and be free can read 5525253353553, so no one really knows who it is. And I'm just thinking, why would you spend your entire life? I'll call you an idiot to your face. I don't mind. I am an idiot. I'll call you an idiot if I find you an idiot. I got suspended a week off Twitter because I told someone to sit on a cactus. I don't care. My mama also taught me another thing is if you want to fight someone, you do it to their face. You don't send other people out to do your fighting for you, and you don't make sock accounts to sit and shit on people that you'll kiss the ass of and say, oh, I don't know why free can read 2234345 would ever say that. I think you're the greatest. But a lot of these new accounts, they know all the law and they know all the people. They have all the insight. They have all. And I don't have any friends. I'm just an idiot in Denmark. No one likes me. But how do everyone have access to all of this material? How do people have voice recordings that supposedly someone made? That's absolutely not that person, but it's someone else that was in the room, and it's always at least 2 degrees of separation from you to that person. Someone gave me something they got from someone else. Well, why didn't someone put their face on it? And why didn't someone else put their face on it? Why is it that everyone is feeding someone who is feeding someone else? When I go on the Twit and I see my good friend Shawn of the Golf. Early in my career, I recorded hundreds of potential defendants as a Fed. Wiretapping wasn't a concern. First of all, I know I'm not a Fed, but I also know that wiretapping is a big concern, Shawn of the Golf, because you have to have a warrant. So already, hey, flaunting that badge and how great a guy you were. And funny enough, every time there's drama, every single time there's consistent drama, that fat fuck shows up with all the insight. His team of 5. If anyone wants to attack Aiden, why would any of you trust Shawn of the Golf? Does anyone trust that idiot? The man who started backstabbing Karen Reed because she didn't send him a birthday note. I have a hard time believing he has the big insights. I really don't understand why Shawn of the Golf, shunned by every freaking reader, but apparently when we go through this, people in the back, listen carefully. Not long. Shit, this it's the wrong one. I need to be on the right one. It's because I have two of them. Aiden Carney did the same. He trusted someone blindly. His mission: get the goods on Karen Reed. Why does Aiden need the goods on Karen Reed? If there is this conspiracy that Aiden is out there trying to get Karen to say something on a piece of celluloid or whatever you make tapes from, why didn't he have it already? Because these are the same people that believes that him and Karen conspired to attack the McAlberts. So if he, why is he now trying to get the goods on Karen? Oh, because she didn't go on his show and they have beef. But this recording isn't from yesterday, if I am to believe all the rumors you hear. So he preemptively recorded her and then now he leaked it. Or he's such an amateur, a man who has been doing the underground journalism for years, is such an amateur that he trusts someone. And I know he has admitted, yeah, he has been way too trusting with some people. You should never trust anyone online. But he has leaked these clips that someone gets an 8-second clip and 30-second clip and 4-second clip, and they send it to Shawn of the Golf, a man who notoriously lies about everything. But worst of all, shit ton of people share that because Shawn of the Golf, just because we don't like Aiden or we don't like Karen, Shawn of the Golf is the Messiah. He is the guy who has all the deeds. Cui Bono. Why is that fat fuck getting in on it? A man who had tried actively to hurt Karen Reed because she didn't send him a birthday card. He's now sitting here holier than thou. Well, I knew Turtle was bad news. Turtle Boy raised over $500,000 for Karen Reed. Do they have some kind of beef? Maybe. Has Aiden said some things where you could say, yeah, maybe they're not sharing Christmas gifts this year? Potentially. But a case that if Karen Reed was found to have done something, Aiden will be sitting right next to her in court. Of course he's leaking it. Well, I also read this. Well, Aiden is making a deal with the feds. That's why he's taping Karen, so Karen will go to prison and Aiden will go free. I don't see any pending criminal cases against Karen. I see a grand jury that said, no, go fuck yourself. We're not going to indict her. But all of a sudden, all of these new clips that you can potentially use to get a new grand jury up and running to put Karen in prison drops, and everyone thinks, yep, Aiden is so willing to go back to prison that he's gonna do that. First of all, I'm not sure they could use it as evidence against him because it's an illegal wiretap if it's true. So how are they going to use that against Karen in the court of law? Second of all, he would be sitting right next to her. Who, why, and do you ever think that next thought? Or do you just go on Twitter and say, well, I knew it all along. I knew it all along. That person is an absolute asshole. And I knew it from the start. I loved them for the last 3 years, but I have known all along it's the most despicable human being out there anywhere. Have you heard about the Young Jerks? Yeah, I knew about him. Have you heard about the Glarer? Yeah, I've said it all along. Did you know about Jimmy? Told you so. Do you know about JFK? Yeah, I don't think you, but I told you all the way through. All of these people who knew all of these people were shitheads were the same people who would kiss their ass if they could get a photo with them 3 weeks ago at the Wilbur. Aiden already had a name before Karen Reed. Nobody knows about the bacon. That's why I'm shitting on this, and it's probably going to blow up in my face, and I'm going to be an idiot who doesn't know anything. But I am just like Jesse Ventura. I'm just asking questions. But again, he pushed that record button on his device, nobody else, and his ego, the need to prove it, has become his linchpin. There was no third party, none. His words weren't careless. They were measured. They were all deliberate. Blah, blah. It's like reading Grant. Why? What is his motive? Karen didn't deserve it. Yet here we are. The person sending me these clips are not anyone known yet. No Joe Flip, Chris, or the famous John Barron. They are using sophisticated means to get these clips out. Aiden says she can explain it all. Don't kill the messenger. Question the one who hit the record button. Well, I will question the messenger. Sophisticated methods of getting things out there. Going to the most well, you could have gone to Krusty Panties to find someone who hates Aiden more. So of course, these very sophisticated people go to Shawn of the Gulf, a man who is notoriously lying about anything he can get, a man who got so mad at Karen Reed, he ran to Krusty Panties and did her show, a man who 2 weeks ago, when a certain fat fuck was trying to copyright strike me, you copyright striking me, shit ain't got copyright strikes on King Kong. You were sitting on her show where she kept just talking bullshit, and you were, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. Because you're an old fart who tries to live up to some glory days that you claim you had in the 80s. You are that sad, pathetic guy who once scored 2 touchdowns in a regionals game in your high school and still wears the same Letterman jacket. You're bald, you're driving in an old shitty Camaro, and you roll up to the 7-Eleven or the Waffle House and say, hey girls, do you know who I am? And first of all, they are 21 and they think, oh my God, what kind of type of car is that? That should be burned. And second of all, they think, why is that creepy old guy talking to me? That's how I see Shawn. He's out there trying to be all right, all right, all right from that movie. Good thing about, what is it? Good thing about high school girls? I keep them getting older. They stay the same. Just get that, oh, do you know who I was? Vibes every time I hear Shawn of the Gulf. Hey, Emily. Hey, before I go. Aiden does some dumb things, but he's not a dumb man. And that's why, that's another thing. Thank you for putting that in my head, because I've been thinking about that as well. Aiden has been dancing with a lot of law enforcement. And Aiden has been able to keep his, except one little problem, and I'll call it, well, the Dominator probably, if he calls it that, it's maybe not that small, maybe 2-3 inches. That's big, I've heard. Well, compared to mine, it is. So that was a small problem he had. He forgot to put the blood in this head and put it in some other head, and that landed him in some trouble. But they had to use the town bicycle to get him in prison, because he's been smart enough to evade all of these cops, but he's not smart enough to evade Shawn of the Gulf. He has Tully, Bukaki, Proctor, Morrissey, All of these assholes trying to get Aiden. Who's going to take him down? Give him McDonough. Sure, Jen. Sure, Jen. You're the guy who's going to get Aiden. Because Aiden is such a fool. He couldn't outsmart the Shawn of the Gulf. His team of 5. The guy who outsmarted all of the cops in Canton. Except that one time where he put the blood where it didn't belong and did something stupid. Yeah. Seems highly likely that's happening. No new dates. He apparently was too ill to participate today. Hey, Rosemary. Well, I'm not going to put on all the makeup for this one. Kirk, I feel sorry. Losing fur babies is not fun, especially 4 years old. You just got connected to them. People in the back, listen. Oh, I'm going to be direct with this post. People in the back, listen carefully. Not long ago, there was a meeting where Aiden Carney sat with several of his trusted lieutenants and played an illegal recording of his conversation with Karen Reed. Someone at that table took that information and ran with it. This has nothing to do with Meredith O'Neill. To the other people at the table, I know who you are, and I know what you all heard. You can deny it all you want, but your eyes don't lie. You can laugh and giggle all you want, but your eyes tell the whole story. TikTok. And then someone, Karen used you before. Fool me twice, Jimmy. Why? Because BLT said so. Come on, we are both on speed dial. Always have been. Shawn of the Gulf, you've never been on anyone's speed dial. The only one is probably the local police department saying, could you please stop harassing people? So again, Aiden is suffering what I always describe when I cover trials. The smartest, dumbest criminal syndrome. He is smart enough to evade every police department in Massachusetts. He's smart enough to tape Karen Reed, but he's dumb enough to play it in a room full of his lieutenants. You can't have it both ways. You can't be the smartest person and the dumbest person at the same time. He would have slipped up so many times if he was that stupid. And who would benefit from anyone connected to Aiden sending this shit to Shawn? Just try and step out of, oh, I like drama. Try and take that step back, lean back, and ask yourself, does it sound reasonable that someone who is so close to Aiden that he trusts that person enough to put them in a room, a physical room, and play a tape recording? I don't know Aiden. I don't know Massachusetts. I don't know how he runs his shit. I have very few online friends. And I have a very small mod squad because I've been burned before. I have met one person on my mod, well, 2 persons, because Val is technically a mod. I met 2 persons from my mod team ever in the 3 years I've been doing it. 2 of them I've ever met live. Is Aiden having Wednesday night meetings where we go bowling, then we're going to do the secret handshake, and then I'm going to play evidence for you that could land me in a lot of trouble? Does it, again, if you just take that step back and you're not sitting in a Google space and you're screaming at this person or that person, try and rationalize it. Is that what you think happens? Do you think Aiden is sitting with Free Karen Reed 525221, Lovely Lips 3729, Doggy Mom 226 in a room in Norfolk or wherever he lives and says, "Hey guys, you know what? Boop, 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 boop. You know, we had that little me and Karen. Do you know I have the nuclear codes? Click. Yeah, I totally helped you break the law. Yeah, you did. It was fun. We broke the law. Yeah, fuck those bitches. Yeah, fuck those bitches. We're gonna get them down. Did you know I want you to intimidate all the witnesses? Yeah, I'm gonna intimidate all the witnesses. Wouldn't it be fun if we did that? It could be so fun if we did that. Of course, he's sitting in a room, in a dark back room in Canton. They just did the secret free can read Turtle Boy handshake, and then he played incriminated evidence for his team of five. Smartest, dumbest criminals don't exist. Smartest criminals don't go to jail. Dumbest criminals go to jail all the time. So far, the only thing that slipped Aiden up was a little bit of the fish taco and Mr. Dominator going to visit. But he's so dumb that he played a recording that Shawn of the Golf got hands on. It makes sense if you don't think about it. Analytical Blarney AB. I work super hard not to have friends. This all seems insane, and everyone just needs to calm down because chat is being too loud. T Swift adjacent. I like T Swifty. Then she got engaged, and it wasn't to me. So, Shawn is a bad player in this game. Shawn is a shit stirrer. We all know them. You've been in the army. You know that. You know that second lieutenant who always got you in trouble. You know that corporal first class or whatever you're called, private first class, who would always make sure everyone got into extra duty and he didn't have to do anything. Shawn is a lying fat asshole who bamboozled way too many people out there because people were hoping this guy had some special insight. What he had was a chip on his shoulder and a main character syndrome. Aiden has over and over again stayed quiet about things. How many times has he said, "Trust me," and we did, and he was right? People acting like he hasn't earned the benefit of the doubt is wild. I don't. That's again. This is why I don't do drama normally. I do it today. It's middle of the night. We're not that many people here. No one's gonna come rewatch it because I put someone kicking a turtle on my thumbnail, and I don't think people figured it out. But who are all these internet detectives who just heard a little bit of a recording and yep, I know everything that happened? Who are these people who are constantly pushing this theory online? Why are these people doing this? And if you ask those people questions, why are they attacking you? Why are they calling you a ball licker? Why are they saying, well, you're just simping for? I don't get it. And it's not just random accounts online. There seems to be a lot of creators who who used to like each other. All of a sudden, they are fighting, and I'm wondering why. Again, I'm glad I don't have friends because I don't know. Love Turtle Boy, but he business over through private people for Olivia and Flipperhead. Can I be honest? I thought that thing was a joke. And what made me really scared and why I thought I was going to do a drama stream tonight is because of this. that this bullshit internet drama, I only listen to a little bit because I don't really like to listen to other people's affairs. I do that as part of my job. Listen to phone calls about people who shut people or people who hate people. So I really don't want to listen to people arguing. I heard a little bit. Didn't sound good, but I don't know what the context is. But it's so bad now that Betero have to go online and say, it's hard to believe I'm addressing this, but I'm compelled to do so given the misinformation and unhealthiness one finds on Twit. This will be my one comment on something that shouldn't have to be said. Yes, Olivia is real. Yes, I and others has seen and spoken to her on numerous Zoom conferences. Yes, I have spoken to her on a dozen phone calls. Yes, I've seen her driver's license. Yes, I've seen her passport. Yes, both government issued documents match photos, date of births, and addresses. Yes, she is brilliant. Yes, I know more about her than I'm sharing here. Please find something else to address. This is not the hill to die on. No more needs to be said about that. Enjoy the baseball game tonight. I won't because I don't watch baseball and I don't understand why anyone can stand watching that for 47 hours and nothing happens. It's just guys running in a ring. But this is where we are. This is peak 2025. You have Shawn of the Golf attacking Aiden, and you have some kind of, I don't know what kind of relationship. Maybe one of them was having a fling and the other one was buying a promise ring. Let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. Stop fucking falling for guys online. My channel almost got nuked because 3 ladies fell in love with a guy in Australia that not one of them was ever going to meet this guy. But they fell in love hard enough that they started fucking attacking each other. And by proxy, my channel was almost nuked because a shit ton of stuff all exploded in my face. And I didn't even know the guy. Stop doing all of these dumb things. You're fucking grown up. Why do you waste your life on stuff like this? Yeah, it's cute. I can say to Jessica, oh, send me some tiplets pics. And she said, oh, you can't even handle seeing them. Yeah, fun, ha, ha, ha. I don't then run to my Twitter and say, hey, show me those bazumbas. No, we're just stop falling in love with people you don't know. Stop looking at profile pictures and think, oh, looks a lot like that. I really want to bang someone. And stop if they ghost you, Brian Higgins style. Don't leak their fucking information online. Maybe that person don't want it out there. I don't use my own name. You can find my name really easy. A lot of people have done it in 2 seconds. But there's a reason I don't use my own name. It's because we're 17 people with my last name in the world. I don't want my kids because right now I'm doing something that'll get probably a lot of people mad at me when I say fucking grow up to some of you people. It'll get people mad. I'll get shit. I'll lose subscribers over this. But I'm 20 fucking 7 years old. And I have to sit and look at people that I have fought alongside treat this like it's a playground in a kindergarten. I love you. Well, I don't love you anymore. I want to play with the Legos now. Oh, you're such a bitch. I'm going to spill your phone number out there. See if you like that. Grow the fuck up. If she says no, no means no. If he is a little too into you, maybe don't play along. It's 2025. Stop doing dumb shit. We had a great community 6 months ago. The worst thing that happened to this community was Karen Reed being found not guilty. How stupid is that? Because instantly when Karen was found not guilty and no one had anything to do, well, we're going to scramble for the corners and we're going to start attacking each other. At least that's content. Go fuck it. Yes, only 7. Me, Emily D. Baker, and a few more has the last name Baker. Yes. Well, I have been trying, and I've said it loud and I said it quiet, and I will have someone come back and say, "Yeah, but did you know that this person actually said something?" And I'm saying, I don't give a fuck. I really wish we don't have to. This is the thing. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like me. You can join me when I cover Sandra Birchmore, where I'm morally indignated. Yeah, I think that's the word about Governor Haley, whatever her name, sitting today and talking about how great her police force is when a young kid was groomed, sexually abused, and unalived by her wonderful role model cops. You can join me for that. And then when I sit here and talk about Danish stuff, you can say, "Oh, that idiot, I can't stand that, but I like his Sandra Birchmore content." You don't have to love me. You can do, okay, he's covering something I find interesting. I'll shop into that and I'll shop out again. You don't have to follow every fucking step of everyone's life out there. And people don't owe anyone anything. Some person, because I put something on the Twitch thread about all these new bot accounts, and people come in and say, "Well, Karen Reed needs to explain herself." Why? Why does Reed need to explain herself? Who the hell are you to demand that? Well, I supported her. Thank you so much. Well, at least she could go out and deny the rumors. Do you remember 6 months ago? Well, that's not 6 months ago, but 3 months ago, where every other minute Hank Brennan was playing recordings that Karen, and I'm going to say this, I said it during the trial, I'm going to say it again. It was fucking stupid that her defense team allowed Karen to talk to the media during a trial. That's going to be used against her. Do you think it's really smart if she came out right now in a situation where everyone knows the truth and everyone is shitting on each other? Yeah, let me come out and try and put some water on that fire. Oh, whoops, that was gasoline. Now it's worse. Because even if Karen came out, sat next to Aiden in a studio, holding hands to prove that they were in the same room and said, everything is fine. Put a 1 in chat if you believe that. At least 10 accounts would say it's AI. They're not fine. They're just doing it because they are scared of the grand jury. Tully is closing in on them. She doesn't owe you anything. Am I sure I'm not from Chicago? You would love it here. I've been to Chicago. Wasn't a big fan because I was there when the Bulls beat the Knicks and probably took the best chance for Pat Ewing for ever getting a ring. Yeah, what must she? And again, you wouldn't accept if she denied it. If she came out and told you this has no truth to it. Let's say I don't listen to all of these tapes because I don't trust shit. Because I remember the Alan Jackson and Karen Reed is dating. I remember that Melanie Little and Alan Jackson went to a hotel together. All of us, let's just forget that. Let's trust this one. Come on now. Don't trust and verify. Just trust. But if Karen Reed came on tomorrow on Aiden's channel, on my channel, on Melanie Little's channel, whoever's channel you want her on, and said, these tapes are bogus. This never happened. Me and Aiden is keeping a little bit of a distance because we have two separate cases running right now. And as you have seen before, but I like to thank Aiden for what he did. I know my defense team has been on. I haven't been on. But as soon as all of this is, we will do a show together. Let's say that's her statement she made. How many channels out there would you think says, yeah, he paid her to say that? Oh, he blackmailed her to say that. Oh, she doesn't dare not say it because Aiden would do something bad to her. Do you think anyone would accept anything anyone said right now? Because they were actually in that Twitter space where someone came in and said that they actually knew that someone else said that on the second Monday after a Sunday where there's a blood moon that's also a new moon, it's always true what I'm saying. And I trust them because they never ever. How many people have you said a normally very trustful source told me this? But where did they get it from? No, but I trust this source. Where did this source get it from? Because I know that person most likely wasn't in the room with Karen Reed and Aiden or on the phone call or whatever anything got recorded. Where did they get it from? Well, I trust this guy. Yeah. I trust a lot of people. But I still put on a rain jacket on my when I go to bed with them because even though they say trust me, I don't want any more kids or any diseases. No, the post-it note. Oh, you're new here. It's the post-it note is your name and your donation because then I am reminded every time, as you can see, I have my door there. Walk in, I have my post-it notes, and it shows me that I'm blessed that I have a wonderful audience who sometimes wants to support me, yelling at them and claiming they should think a little bit about it. So, yeah, haven't seen Let's Go today. This must have something to do with the alleged wiretapping. No, this is just about the drama. That's all out there. And again, it's also a little bit, Marissa, I'm yelling about you. Don't share my DMs and my nudes. Well, you can share my nudes. Yeah, I'm a 100% truthful except the times I'm lying. So you can always trust me except when I am not trustworthy. People who have no real lives tend to incite the drama. It's like interactive reality TV to them. Yeah. And again, I don't want to call out creators who's part of this. I just want them to maybe caution themselves a little bit and say, what are we out doing here? I used to follow this back in the day. They turned into one of the biggest shit stirring twats. So I muted them. And then I just saw as a reply to Better Rose text I read before, oh, fuck off, Better, you pompous ass. No one doubts for a second that there is a real life breathing human being behind the account, Olivia Lambo. And you know that. Your condescending non-denial denial clears up absolutely nothing. The question still unanswered is why does Lambo seem to be a front a la Haley Walbrecht? It's bordering on absurd to believe that a gorgeous, successful, full-time employed 32-year-old in Manhattan is spending all her day and nights as a mod on several YouTube channels that air hour and hour of context every day and still finds the time to work on a high-profile criminal case in Massachusetts and manages to hold onto a full-time job in finance. Come the fuck on, dude. Not all of us are even half as stupid as your incessantly insulting post insist. Please. What did Betero actually put in there? He said, I saw the verification. That person is Olivia Lambo. But that Dak Nabbit, whatever, didn't read anything because he doesn't need, I don't know who it is, doesn't need to verify anything because they know Olivia Lambo is a fucking front who is out there cheating. I loved her 5 months ago when she had all the deeds in the Karen Reed case. Now I hate her because this is the drama de jour. Such hostility. as opposed to a 60-something lady who spends all day on TwitTwat recklessly tweeting nonsense. I'm not going to entertain you. This person is this account nonsense. You have plenty of friends and enemies willing to play that game. All kidding aside, where is this hostility coming from? Why are you so triggered? Never had a bad word with you. Get a grip. But I don't owe reckless 24/7 keyboard warriors like you anything. Nobody does. You see what you see, dude. And that's exactly what more people should be thinking about. They don't know you shit. And you're way too into this. On what planet is Belarus denial and non-denial? He said she is who she said she is. That's it. I'm pretty sure we all know if she was Jason Brawl. My God. But this, yeah, because picking fights with Belarus will win you the popularity contest. But that's the problem. All of these idiots don't care. They just want the drama. And I even had more Lindsay Gattani stuff, but it's Baker at night. It's only an hour. We're gonna do. I don't want to put Lindsay Gattani in it. My love shouldn't be besmirched by all of this angry yelling. She doesn't need that in her life. She has Frank. But the thing is, as I started asking, who the hell benefits from all of this shit? I had someone say that, well, it's the DA who leaked it. No. Why? Well, they have the phones. So if they recorded something, well, that would have been pre-trial and they would have used it during the trial. Why would they wait 2 trials to then use it? Well, they want to keep Karen's phones. Yeah, those phones doesn't get updated. They already have all the metadata on Karen's phones. I don't know why Cosgrove wants to download the data already. He could just ask to have the extraction they already downloaded for the criminal case. He could just ask for that. He doesn't need to download. But Cosgrove is an idiot. That's most likely why he's asking for the phones and not just saying, hey, can I just get the extraction you already have? No matter what Karen and Aiden might potentially could have done after, it's not on those phones because those phones have been in airplane mode since before the first trial. That's how, hey, Slidey, that's how they should be. That's the rule when you confiscate stuff like that. So well, it's Tully who leaked it to get to Aiden before the trial. Yeah, because he wouldn't be able to use any of this in a court of law. It'll be tainted evidence. I bet you he would rather have Karen Reed get convicted of something that she's apparently going to be charged with that they didn't charge her with so far, because she's not in a criminal case. A lot of people seem to forget what these cases are about. And I'm wondering, do they even know that it's Christmas time at all? And that Karen Reed is not. I've seen a lot of the antis saying, well, with this, we can get Karen back for the criminal case. No, because that's double jeopardy. You're not going to get Karen back and convict her on the murder of John O'Keefe because her and Aiden might have yelled at each other. That's not how it works. If you get your legal information from Shawn of the Gulls and Trailer of the Trash, you're too dumb to participate in online discussions. So again, Cui Bono, why is it out here? Why is everyone very, very narrowly divided attacking Aiden or attacking the people associated with Aiden? And why is everyone starting attacking each other? I saw a lot of stuff yesterday that made me sad because there's a lot of people that I watched and I liked and I thought were actually good people. And apparently what they've been doing the entire time is stabbing someone in the back. And now I'm not a part of it. I have no friends. No one invites me to anything. Uh, I'm not invited to the Halloween party. I think it's a blanket invite. I could just go, but it's 12,000 Danish to fly over. It could be fun. But all of a sudden, they started with the leaked auto, and now every stream Aiden is on, he has to. What happened with Jimmy? What happened with Flipperhead? What happened with Nan? What happened with Melon Little? What happened with Nurse Kim? What happened with Jess Machado? What happened with? I can't even keep up with all the people who are fighting or attacking or biting or each other all the time, and I don't know what half of it is. I don't know. I think I need to do a spreadsheet, and then you people need to tell me who's hating on who right now. I know apparently something happened with Nan and Jimmy. I don't know. And something happened with someone and Melanie Little, but I don't know who is attacking Melanie Little. I just heard somebody say, well, Melanie didn't deserve it. I know Joe and Olivia is drama, and I can't keep up because I only sleep 5 hours as it is and try to do what I normally do. But it's heart wrenching that people that you really thought you were working and people who have been really good to me, people who have been really nice to me. Olivia had been really nice to me, sharing some stuff when I needed some information about a case, stuff like that. And now all of a sudden, all of them are turning into the villains in their own superhero story. It's just depending on which angle you're looking at it from. It's I thought we were here to try and, well, we're not here because none of us are really here. We're just sitting online and yelling at each other and trying to be mildly entertaining. But I like this group because they had a purpose. They would come together when there was something. I could invite them on. We could talk about Karen Reed, and then I could go do my own stuff and don't because I don't only cover Massachusetts. And all of a sudden, when you have Aiden's case coming up, you have I started looking into that uncle of Meredith who got hit to see if that might be streamed. That could be an interesting case to follow as well. You have Karen stuff that's gonna come down the pipe. Sometimes you have Kelsey Fitzsimmons that even though she did something really stupid, did she get treated the way you should be treated? There's enough out there that you could fight for. And so many people choose to fight against each other instead. It's really disheartening because what I really liked was Aiden and my styles are very different, but we work well together. Me and Mike from the Young Jerks are very far from each other in a lot of questions, but we work together. Got to meet some wonderful people like Betero, Massa, DeClara, Melanie Little. Met a ton of people. And now, if I just put up a post like this, tomorrow I will have, I don't know how many comments telling me I'm an idiot that I don't see X, Y, or Z. What I really want to see is people growing up. People maybe thinking, this is kind of dumb. Do I really, 27 years old, do I really need to sit in a Google space where people are just flinging allegations against each other? Just because I like some drama with my tea. Is that the best use of my time? It probably is. Maybe. What do I know? I'm sleeping whenever everyone is sitting in there and yelling at each other. Making 4 new fake accounts and attacking someone, is that really what I should be doing while I'm at work? Just so I can tell someone they're a fat retard. Oh, sorry, they didn't call me a fat retard. They called me a fat person who looks like I have Down syndrome. Is that the best use of my time? I don't know. And I know it's like Greece. That summer was way better than they believed it was, and the car wasn't a Grease lighting. It was all piece of shit. But when you look back at it, it was the most wonderful car you ever drove. And maybe it's just those rose tinted glasses I have on with the free Karen Reed movement that I felt like it was so nice. I had a lot of buddies covering the Hales case down in Florida, and that turned drama instantly. And I really liked that we didn't sit and shit on each other 24/7. And then she's found not guilty, and all hell breaks loose. And I'm just, I can't be sad. I can't be depressed or anything. It's just a lot of people out there who I enjoyed. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I should just play along and say, well, fuck this person. Get some views on that. Do I get a second post-it asking for a friend? Yes, you do get a post-it. Well, unless it's a busy night. It's not a busy night today. I'll try and put a post-it on any super chat or any super sticker that comes in to say thank you and remind me that people out there are better than all the shit I see online constantly. Thank you, analytical Blani. Analytical Blani. And Danny put up a super sticker of wow. Wow. Super sticker. Thank you so much, Danny, for a wow super sticker. That's the problem. Baker is too many try to fit and care too much about firing it in instead of just being themselves. Just be yourself and cover what you want, how you want. Yeah, but the problem is when someone shits in your front lawn, your house will sometimes begin to stink, and that's why I do this at 5 in the morning, because I got mad and I wanted to say something and I didn't want to go in a full blown twit war yesterday. But I wanted it off my chesticles, and yeah. Isn't Spaces like a voice chat? And it's just a group chat where everyone yells at each other. Well, I don't mind if people go out there and have a little. Again, my real name isn't Broken Baker. That's my handle on the Twitch. I do have one in my own name that I haven't opened in 3 years. They hate the fact that makeup and long hair look better on you than on them. It's hard being beautiful. Yeah, it's just confusing, and the thing I just don't get is hey, on Ronst. Yes, I did. I've lied a lot about my name. Some say my age, but that's not true. Well, I'm turning 27 in January. But the thing I think hurts me the most, because I don't care that Shawn of the Golf hates Aiden. Marissa yelling at me would be more surprising, and she yells at me constantly. I'm not surprised that supporting actors on the creator side will get into beefs because they want to notice me, senpai. But the rank backstabbing you've seen, where people just shit on people, call them some of the most wild things while they were kissing ass on them 2 weeks ago. They're sitting with their little, oh, I'm so funny. I have an account so I can shit on. At least, if you don't want to be called a pussy, grow some balls. If you don't like people, tell people I don't like you. Don't do that That's high school shit. Oh, did you know that person does this and that? Oh, I've heard she's such and such. Well, I heard he's just doing this to do that. If you want that little bitchy bitch and sit with your friends in your little group and say, oh, did you see me in Aiden's chat today? Maybe, just maybe think, am I better than Lindsay Gattani, who implies that every free can read or everyone who follows Aiden is a racist? Yeah, we're going to talk about that at another time. All that drama has disturbed my digestion. It's not good for me to have a disturbed digestion because I'm a fat guy with Down syndrome. Remember that. And that was a new account. I've never seen that person, but all of a sudden that person started attacking me a lot yesterday and say that I was a fat guy who had Down syndrome. New phone. Who that? I really don't know. I actually don't like it. I think she just heard Jamie do it so much she thinks, oh, this is how we have to communicate with him. I'm good with ignoring online beef since that week Vegas streamer on a live to Arizona streamer and his wife. Yes. That's the sad truth of it. This can turn really ugly. And again, phone numbers were leaked yesterday. Why? That's really unhealthy. And if you're one of those who think, I'm going to get back at this hoe or this idiot, so I'm going to leak their personal details. Remember, most social media has a permaban for doxing. Just a heads up, not legal advice. Just like it wasn't legal advice when I told Twisted Tragedies, maybe read the TOS if you feel the need for speed, and you really want to put it to the man and send some fire in there and throw some, hey, if you like this person, you can send them flowers at this address. Just remember, most social media will give you a permaban, and it's some states it's illegal as well. I just don't get people. Keep your head chin up, block out the noise. That's all you can do. Continue being your authentic self. That's why people join your lives. Third, post it. Yes, I'll do what I can. And again, I should never have dabbled into all of this drama. It's not worth it. It's just stupid. But yeah, I saw Aiden was on, and I think the Glera had a stream set up. So I thought, not that many people. I can sneak by and for once just shit on the drama, because normally I'll try to stay drama free since '83. No, that's the problem, and it gives me indigestion. So yeah. Not helping. I don't know what. James Jackson called to a scumbag last night, and he was in his chat. Oh, called Turtle Boy a scumbag last night, and he was in his chat. Weren't they cool 3 days ago? Again. Just so I can figure it out. Can you help me? Who goes in what column now? Because I don't know who go. I thought that the car guys like Turtle. So who can I put in this column? I know I'm not in this column. I can put myself over here. So I'm Team Turtle Boy. As far, well, until I can make more money on shitting on him, then I'll jump on the other side. So who can someone tell me one person who liked Turtle Boy last weekend who hates him now and who is shitting on him and claiming he's the biggest asshole on the planet. Let's just call it Team Shawn of the Golf, Team Krusty, Team all your haters. Jess is Team Turtle Boy. This is my problem. I'm standing here. I don't watch JFK because again, they stream very late my time. The last time I saw him and Aiden were tight. Now Aiden is a son of a bitch. And I don't know why. I could start the shit saying these hoes ain't loyal. But I don't know why they're mad at him. So now I'm probably going to get a diss track on me tomorrow for saying that. But I just don't understand why all of this happens. And why people switch alliances. So, well, I heard a 5-second clip and Aiden is a bitch. But last week he was the coolest guy ever because, and you did a show outside the Wilbur because he was so cool. Feed it to me so I know who I have to hate. That's the problem. Analytical says, as someone with a brother with Down syndrome, they are the most beautiful human filled with the most unconditional love. Turn that hate speech around. I just love that every time they attack me from the anti side or those bot accounts who, and I don't even know if they're antis anymore because everyone seems to be stupid online. They either call me fat, I know I have a mirror, that I don't speak English that goodish. Well, how many other languages do you speak? Or 3, try and put a disability or sexuality on as a negative thing. One of the most popular shows in Denmark is about 2 guys who has Down syndrome. They made, I think, 5 shows, 4 or 5 shows about them. Everyone loves them because they showed how great people with Downs are. Some of the most genuine, loving people. So calling me someone with Downs, yeah, might have a chromosome extra, but these people are some of the most wonderful. They don't shit on people on Twitter 24/7. So I'm with you. But it's just, why do you need to make anything either xenophobic, ableist, or racist? I just don't get it. You can body shame me because I'm fat. I need to lose weight. Trust me, I can feel it when I'm in a airplane seat. But and I don't believe body shaming is a big problem because I need to be shamed. Mike Crawford is on no team. Well, maybe I should put myself on that. So we can have a no team. So that's Mike. Maybe me. I don't know. But that's the one more team I have to keep track of. Can we get t-shirts? I think we all need to put on a team jersey so everyone knows, oh, this guy is team Krusty Panties. This guy is team Aiden. This guy is team, I don't know. I haven't been on Twitter for a week. This is what I have to deal with every day. Yes, of course we do. John Dillerman. Maybe yeah. I people don't get me down. I just get mad, and I can up again. La 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 la. Hey Opal, how you doing? Yeah, and this is the problem. Maybe it's because I'm an old fart, 27 years old. I just had my youngest kid have her 22nd birthday yesterday. And talking to her makes more sense than watching a lot of people on the Twit. Because at least her drama is relatable. Work, her mom, maybe some brown chicken, brown cow. I can handle all of that. I can. But sitting in a different continent, shitting on someone because they said, "No, what? Who are you? Your account is a week old. Why should I listen to you?" I don't understand that. I was really hard rolling the stroller, but I overcome. Gina, you don't like Aiden, but I don't see you going out here and trying to spread rumors about him. You just don't like him. And that's perfect. You don't have to like anyone. The thing I just don't get is why do you need to shit on them if you don't like them? And why did you tell me you love them? Gina, you have told me for the longest time you don't like Aiden. You're consistent. But the people who were sucking his dick a week ago is now shitting on him. And unless you're into scat sex, don't do that. It's really nasty. Is all I'm gonna say. I was a very young dad. Uh, I haven't heard any about it. I don't know anything about it. Again, a lot of you have put things in chat. I don't know anything. That's why I had to do the spreadsheet, and I still don't know who's on whose team. I just don't get it. No, I don't have to pick sides, but you have to. I have worked with a lot of these people. I've been inspired by a lot of these people, and now everyone's hating on everyone, and I just don't like it because the only thing is normally people just hate on me, and I like that. Celis, thank you so much for the corner kiss, and you joined the membership over on Buy Me a Coffee. If you wanted to join on YouTube, so you get the YouTube membership badge, it's not on Buy Me a Coffee. So maybe if you can take it back or whatever, deny the payment or something. I just got the notification. Sorry, so I know it's a little ways behind, but a lot of people accidentally become members over there. I don't. It's a membership function I don't use for anything, but it's when they want to be members on the YouTube. But thank you so much for buying a corner kiss over on the Buy Me a Coffee. Baker, you work too hard. Take a breath, take a nap, and have a Danish on me. Silas, thank you so much. I really wish that this would update faster, so it would help. So I could read it when it came in. Thank you so much, Silas. And again, if you can retract the membership, it wasn't. I don't know if I can turn over all, but people have done it before, and it's a little annoying because they'll say, "Where is my YouTube button?" It's the wrong place. But thank you so much. You're getting an XO plus a membership. And then I'm making it a green boy because it was actually a blue boy. Thank you so much. I know that Aiden has done absolutely nothing to deserve 100 years in prison. None of this stupidity changes the wrongness of these criminal charges. O-line, you are a smart cookie. Because this is what it's about. It's not about, I really want this person to be just the way I want this person to be. I don't like that person. I want to shit on that person. It's about what we have been fighting for, and now we all want to fight over. Stupid. And Amber C gifted 5 memberships. So Leanne Doolin, Her Royal Highness Prince Chelsea. Oh, your Highness. X, A Gamble, and Jamie Tubin were all lucky enough to become members of the Broken Baker, where you get nothing for your memberships other than you have access to the super emoji. But thank you so much, Amber, for gifting 5 memberships and welcoming them into the club. Casey, you and me both, girl. You and me both. If you are a girl, or are you just catfishing me? I actually missed that time where, and I know I could do it. I would text Sleuthie and say, "Hey, do you have that that picture where they put all the taillights together?" And she said, "Yeah, it's on my Google Drive." Yeah, and she would send it to me later in the day. Or I could say, "Hey, Mike, do you want to come on, talk about what happened today in the Can Read case?" And yeah, sure. Hey, Masa, I'm doing a Christmas thing where I'm inviting people that my chat might not know. You want to come on? Sure thing. And I didn't have to do this. Oh, I'm gonna invite Masa on, so I can't have the Clara on. And oh, if Clara is coming, can't talk to Brandy Churchwell for 2 weeks. Oh, then of course we all know we have Andrea Burkhardt, and then Aiden, and then Shawn of the Golf. And right now you have to do this who can talk to whom, and who can you mention so you don't get yelled at for being a traitor. And it's just too much. It's just too much. Just too much. Yes, camaraderie. And that's what I like. That's actually why before I got denied access to Tennessee, I like going over there. A lot of you might not know. I go to Tennessee. I've been to Tennessee twice, where we have a meetup and we go to Dollywood. And what I really liked the first year I came over there, because I know these people from online. Yeah, you don't know shit about them. But you had Valhalla picking me up playing Taylor Swift at the airport. Deuces. And then we arrived at the expert's house, and I walked out to the Lanai, and everyone I met out on that Lanai was the exact same person I had met online. And when I left a week later, everyone had stayed the same person, because we're YouTubers. We are on. We are entertaining you. We have to be a personality. We don't have bad days. We don't come on here and sit and cry and say, "Well, today I don't want to be here because I'm just stressed out." Why should you sit and listen to how shitty my life is? I'm your entertainment when your life is shitty. But every time I was private with these people, they were the same person. I went back this year. Every single one was that I met on that Lene last year was the same person, except Wallstrom. He gave me the vid, but everyone was the same, and that's such a breath of fresh air, because we don't cover the same shit. Well, me and Val have worked together, but most of them aren't even streamers. So you can just sit, drink some beer, smoke some mentals, and have a nice evening. And you don't have to sit and wonder, can I talk to the expert while Val is here? Because I really like that. Nobody wants to be told what to do or who to be, yet they don't think twice about putting expectations on others and then get angry when they don't comply, can't rationalize the irrational. No, and the audacity to believe that someone owes exactly you something. There's 6 billion people on the planet, but everyone owes you an explanation because you have a Twitter account and you once gave a $2 super chat on a channel, and now that channel owes you a debt of gratitude forever. It's always wonderful when. Why the hell did that just lose connection? It's always wonderful when you support us, but we don't owe you explanations for everything. Thank you so much, despite the look. Have I ever been to North or South Carolina? No, I can't go to South Carolina because Sue is down there. Sue and I have a personal vendetta. Well, I don't, but she hates me and told me she was going to stab me if I ever cross the state line into South Carolina. So I can't go to South Carolina. I don't like Bono. I hate Bono. I hate YouTube. It's overrated crap music. That's why I can't go to South Carolina. I wouldn't be safe. She has snitches everywhere. This is my rule. If you don't like someone and both of you are coming to my house, you're coming to see me and can act like an adult while in my house. Gina, that was the sentiment I tried to make in the beginning, less elegantly than you just put it. If I come to your house and your guest is let's just say you don't have these bad friends. Let's say I was invited on your stream, and unbeknownst to me, you had invited Twisted Tragedy on. I would say, hey, never met you before. Yeah, we have our past, but let's not get into that tonight. And then I would do this when she was talking. Maybe I would object and say, well, that's just not true. If you see the law clearly states that you have to have these two elements for it to be a crime. So I have to disagree with you. But again, I'm not a lawyer. You're not a lawyer. So, but that's how I read the law. But I believe you misunderstood it. And then when it was done, I would say, Twisted, so nice to meet you finally. Most of our content has been yelling at each other in streams, but so nice to finally meet you. And Gina, thank you so much for having me on. It's always wonderful when you get to discuss with people you don't agree with. And I'm happy that you brought me on because it's always wonderful to be invited onto channels for the first time. And I wish you all had a great night. And that remember, guys, like and subscribe to Gina's channel. It's one of the best channels out there. She has some of the greatest guests on. And I like that she could facilitate a talk between two people who really doesn't like each other. And thank you, Gina, because I don't know if you made me learn new things tonight, but I learned to accept a different viewpoint. And sometimes we need to remember that. So thank you, Gina. And I wish your channel all the luck. But I have to get to bed again and have some sleep because it's early in the morning. Love you all. Stay drama free. Don't give up to a twat for Lent.